Pokemon Sword and Shield has been filled with controversy due to the features that it dropped when it released. And even though this series added a number of new features, the ones that were removed are far more egregious. In today's video, I will explain 5 major features that were dropped by Sword and Shield and a few minor ones as well. Sign in, sit right down, and click that subscribe button if you enjoyed my Pokemon videos. Now, from the Elite Four being removed to no electric gym, let's explore the top 5 dropped features in Pokemon. As I previously noted, Sword and Shield has been filled with people who absolutely hate the game series due to the features that were removed this generation. Some features are much more massive than others, but I think we can all agree that the biggest feature that was dropped was the lack of a National Dex, or in better terms, the lack of all current Pokemon being accessible in the base game. Even though Pokemon Sword and Shield has introduced DLC that increases the base number of Pokemon in the games, it requires DLC instead of just being the base game. Previous games would often allow players to trade over Pokemon either post-game or anytime, but they would often not register properly in the Pokedex until you were in the post-game when you acquired the National Dex. This was so upsetting to players that it split the fan bases into two, creating the National Dex movement, a group of people dedicated to getting the National Dex put back into Pokemon. Many people defend Game Freak, citing that it takes too long to properly 3D model and create animations for all of the Pokemon each generation, but other people claim that such massive companies should have no problem getting all the Pokemon in one game. That said, where do you stand in the Sword and Shield, not including every Pokemon, even with 2 DLCs? Some of the other cut features that really upset people were Mega Evolution and Z moves. Even though Z moves have only been around for 1 generation, Mega Evolution has been around for a lot longer, and it's what really bothered people because it was essentially replaced with Dynamaxing, which is just making Pokemon big and giving it big moves. Dynamaxing was integral to the story, but according to the beta of Sword and Shield, Mega Evolution might have actually been in the game and it was removed. Mega Evolution has been around since Generation 6 and quickly became a fan favorite because it buffed certain Pokemon that needed it to become more viable, like Beedrill and Pidgeot, and it gave them really cool and unique designs that a lot of people enjoyed. Dynamaxing is accessible to every single Pokemon, and it turns Pokemon battles into massive kaiju battles. Some Pokemon get unique forms, but most of them don't. Moving on to other staples in the game, did you know that there's no electric gym leader in Sword and Shield? Since Generation 1, there's been an electric gym leader in some way, shape, or form, except for Sword and Shield. But where there is no electric gym leader, there is a dark gym leader. And in the previous game, Sun and Moon, there was not any type of gym leaders, only special challenges. Still, even that game had an electric type of challenge. Speaking of removed trainer types, there are no ace trainers in Sword and Shield either. Some of the more tactical trainers in the game, ace trainers, were removed from Sword and Shield. There's likely no real reason why they were selected and removed, as they were more of a general trainer class. They weren't specific, but they were common on Victory Road. And wouldn't you know it, there is no Victory Road in Sword and Shield either. Instead, there is a short cave that loops around to the 8th gym leader after taking on a dark type gym leader. I suppose that would be what would be considered the Victory Road, but it's not really anything challenging. I personally didn't enjoy Victory Road in a lot of the games because it often required the use of HMs that were pretty crappy, sometimes requiring you to use HMs like Rock Smash, and that late in the game, there's no reason why you should be forced to use a move like Rock Smash. And though Sword and Shield wasn't the game to first drop the use of HMs, if Victory Road was in this game without the need for HMs, would it feel the same? Good question. Along with Victory Road, there is no Elite Four, instead being replaced by a tournament of gym challengers, gym leaders, and a final battle with champion. I personally found it to be pretty lackluster. Instead of fighting top tier trainers of certain type, I battled the same trainers with slightly tweaked teams. That said, that's okay too, it just seemed a little samey. You might be saying at this point in time, but Proto, what about the Hall of Fame? And instead of the mascot being being on the title screen, the player and their team that beat the champion are on the title screen, replacing the Hall of Fame. Which features should not have been dropped and which should have been kept instead. I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out, and I really appreciate your comments down in the section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to remember to click that like button. Make sure other people know I'm alive. It's the best way to support me for free. And yeah, I'm signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Good gaming, God bless, and I hope to see you next time.